UFC 16, the Leigh Leopards 24. Oh, dearie, dearie me, the black and white fans are not happy, are they? Some even shouting for Tony Smith to be out. We'll get to them in a minute. But first things first, Leigh Leopards, 6 from 6. Yes, 6 points from, of course, the first 6 games. Who'd have thought that at the start of the campaign? They've done the double against the two Hull sides, and of course a brilliant win against St Helens. Outstanding. And why is this? Well, first and foremost, you'd have to say Lamb's recruitment has been absolutely spot on. The pack is really making its mark in Super League. You know, Tom Amone, John Asiata, and Kai O'Donnell. What an incredible start to the season he's having. And of course, you know, they've got bags of experience right across the back line. Gareth O'Brien, of course. Lachlan Lamb has been absolutely sensational this season thus far. Really impressed with him. And Josh Charlie is a man reborn. Another hat-trick for Josh Charlie, taking his strides well. The partnership with Latelli looking like it's starting to be cemented. Absolutely superb. Now let's look at Hull FC, shall we, just for a few moments. Unbelievable. We've talked about Hull many a time on Super League Raw in terms of their inconsistency. Maybe there's a mentality issue there, you know, at the AKM Stadium. And I have to say, this was the perfect example of what we've been talking about. All I'm going to say is Davy Litton. Can somebody please explain to me, 16-0 down, why is he scoring a try thinking he's won the Challenge Cup? Unbelievable. He's been absolutely beasted by Josh Charlie in this game. And yet there he is, giving it the big I am in the corner at 16-0 down. Unbelievable. If that isn't a mentality issue, I don't know what is. If I was Tony Smith, I'd be absolutely frustrated and seething over that one. Yes, score the try, but get yourself back to the halfway line. Let's go again. We've got to win this game. Not, there you go, I'm a big show pony. Unbelievable. Davy Litton. All that's wrong at Hull FC. I'm sorry, I've got to say it. Unbelievable. If that was my team, I would be livid. I'm livid, and it's not even my team. That's not what it's all about. It's about team. We saw it as well a little bit with Brad O'Dwyer. You know, he was, you know, punching the air with delight. We're behind. We're behind. It's not like we've just come from behind and scored the winning try. We're behind, and he's giving it the big, you know, the big fist up as Liam Sutcliffe went in. Don't quite get that. What I would say, though, is that, you know, we know that Hull have got some quality players. Jake Clifford, great player. He looks like he's a really good player. Some fans were saying on Twitter after the game, he's the new Jake Connor in the fact that he's trying to do it all on his own. He needs help and support around him. And one person who certainly gave help and support was Andre Savelio. What a fantastic carry just prior to the Jake Clifford score. Absolutely superb. More of that is what's required from the black and whites. Of course, they go to the Warrington Wolves on Saturday, and it would just be typical of Hull to go to the Halliwell Jones and stop the Wire in their tracks this season. Nothing surprises me in the game. You know, it's very easy to get up for the big games. You know, form goes out the window. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Hull go to Warrington and turn it on. And if they do, again, they need to really apologise to their fans, because these are the games that Hull, if they're serious about being contenders for the title, and I know some of you are going to start laughing now, but at the start of this season, people were saying Hull FC had a genuine shot at going far in the comp this year, maybe even a Challenge Cup. On current form, absolutely not. They go to the Warrington Wolves and stop their winning streak in its tracks. I'm telling you now, if I'm a Hull fan, I'm absolutely livid. But that's enough about them and their mentality. I'll leave that to you, the Hull FC fans, and I'm sorry, Mr. Litton, but I think you deserve that criticism this week. As for Leigh, absolutely outstanding. There'll be some people thinking that could they possibly do it again against Wigan at home? Well, why not? Why not? Wigan have been very, very inconsistent this season. They've not hit their straps. And Leigh just, you know, it's almost like there's no pressure on them. They just seem to be going from one game to the next, playing some really good, attractive, free-flowing rugby league. They never know when they're beaten. I personally think it's a breath of fresh air for the competition. 6 from 6, like I said. And at the moment, you have to be saying this, Leigh are looking up at the playoffs as opposed to looking down at relegation. And Wakefield will be absolutely crushed by this defeat, this win, by Leigh this week. No question about it. They're going to start to get very concerned indeed, as to probably Castleford Tigers. And of course, they've still got to go and play Leigh Leopards at some point. And if Leigh was to turn those two over, dearie, dearie me, what a fantastic start to the season for Adrian Lamb, absolutely cementing their position in Super League for 2024. And then who knows, you know, what they could go and build in the years ahead. Like I said, some really good, optimistic fans at Leigh Leopards, and rightly so. Like I say, some of their players absolutely superb, and of course the likes of Impape. I think Impape still not quite hitting what we know he can hit. And I think he can only get better as the season goes on. And like I say, with that pack as well, the likes of Amon, Asiata, Kai O'Donnell, who's been absolutely sensational. And of course, the maestro that looks like, being the maestro, Lachlan Lamb in the halves, absolutely sensational. Leigh, I absolutely salute you this week here on In the Sheds. It was an absolute privilege to see what you've done there at the MKM, and I, for one, will be tuning in when you go up against the Wigan Warriors. As for the Hull FC, lots of head scratching to be done, and much better is expected in the weeks and months ahead by your supporters and the rest of the league. This has been In the Sheds. Thanks for watching.